Okay, I'm going to start in the usual way, usual thing, microphones off if that's okay. Let me know if you have any problems. Let's get started with this class. Here we go. Okay, so this is OET Writing Week. It's the second day of the writing week. We started yesterday on Tuesday. Today we're going to look at introduction paragraphs. Thanks everyone for sending me your work. The structure of this class, what we're going to try and do today is, usually I like to try and do kind of three things. So we'll start off with today a review, okay? Then we will grade your work. It's always the same really. And then at the last thing, I'll give you the next assignment, okay? What we do at SET, if you're new, is we write an OET letter step by step, paragraph by paragraph. All right, so today we're looking at introduction paragraphs. Let's quickly review though. Can I ask to speak to Bibi, if that's okay, or Rima? You could
Hello. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, so quick review. Yesterday I was talking about how to plan a letter. Do you remember this?
We have three.
Some hesitation, yeah. Rima, how many steps are there when we're planning a letter?
Three steps.
Yeah, I mean, logically speaking, we've got about 3 steps. What are the 3 steps? Do you remember?
Organizing, choose the relevant.
Organizing,
choose the case notes,
and
purpose.
Guys,
understanding.
Understanding, yeah.
Thank you. So yesterday I went through this and it was 3 logical stages of planning. And the first step is understanding. It's a good piece of advice to make sure you answer these 5 questions, because these 5 often can lead to problems. So that's the first thing you should do when you're planning your letter. Then you could choose your case notes, and then you should be trying to organize into paragraphs. We spoke about this yesterday, all right? Just quickly though, to remind you, because this is really important, can I speak to Maria, if it's okay, or Irina?
Yes, good morning.
Hello, what do OET mean by the word relevant? What do OET mean by relevant? This is why I'm asking, right? The word relevant, according to OET in the writing, is necessary or appropriate, okay? So this is what OET mean by relevant. Relevant equals. And we spoke about this yesterday, guys. Which is the most important one here, guys? Necessary information or appropriate?
Necessary information.
So this is the key point here. And also in terms of organization, what's our first paragraph that we always have?
Introduction.
Requests. Now, Farouk, what does this mean? Expand. Can you explain purpose here, and then expand? What does that mean?
And thank you, sir. Actually, we write in purpose an introduction, some things that we have to make it bigger, and and the request. We had something that, extra, it means.
So give me an example of purpose in OET in general.
Yeah, for example, in this case note, we have assessment, advice for assessment. Further management, I think,
yeah. It could be management, it could be assessment. Guys, what else do we see usually in OET for doctors?
Investigation.
Diagnosis.
Diagnosis.
Definite diagnosis.
These are the kind of things, okay? So investigation is good. So this is usually what you will see in OET, and that should be in your introduction paragraph. And then Farouk is saying you've got to expand that. So for example, if you say management, well, management, what kind of management, right? It might be, monitor, medication. It might be
lifestyle.
Lifestyle, right? So this is something that OET want. This is not my opinion. Different teachers say different things, don't they? About IELTS or about OET. I'm not talking about my opinions here. This is what OET say. They want to see these things in your letter. Now, Michelle, what kind of paragraph should go in Paragraph 2, paragraph 3, what should I put here? Michelle, if you could help us out here. Or Hasina? Asia, could you put your microphones on?
Yeah, sure.
Morning. Yeah.
After introduction, we should put timeline.
Always, Asia? Always?
No, any paragraph.
Depends.
It depends. You have to choose your responsibility, look at the situation, and decide. Okay, so Asia, it might be, imagine Asia, you're writing to a dietitian. Maybe for a dietitian, paragraph 2 might be, guys, what do you think a dietitian might be most interested in?
Background information.
Paragraph.
Yeah, lifestyle. So maybe your paragraph 2 could be background for a dietitian. The way we teach at SET is a flexible way to organize. There is no one way to organize your letter. You have to choose depending on the situation. Okay. What is our situation this week? What's the name of the patient? Khwaja? Maybe who else? Michelle, we already spoke to. Mohammed? Hamid? What's the name of the patient? You see, Mohammed Hamid, if you could say hello, sir. Farid, what's the name of the patient?
John Aloysius.
That's Ahmad, thank you. And Farid, thank you, sir. Thank you for responding so quickly. I appreciate that, Farid. John, it's difficult to say. I think this is Aloysius.
Yes, Aloysius is difficult.
I think. Okay. How old is this patient, Farid? From yesterday?
30. No.
Oh, that's the brother. Yeah, you're right.
33, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. And Najibullah, can you say hello, sir? Nice to see you, Najibullah.
Hello.
Can you tell me, can you summarize this case from yesterday, please? What's the situation?
The name is John Aloysius. First, he came to the ED with sign and symptom of tuberculosis on 1st of February.
Okay.
And after that, I think in 3rd of February, the result came and it's confirmed he has pulmonary tuberculosis.
Okay.
And in 11 February, he had made good progress, and we will refer for the GP.
Yeah.
Because right now he is in ED.
Yeah. Now you can say refer to. I suppose. Is this a referral letter though?
Discharge.
Discharge. Yeah.
But Najibullah, that's a good summary. Okay. So John Aloysius, he basically has pulmonary tuberculosis. He went into hospital. He's been treated. He's made good progress. Now he's being discharged. Okay. We looked at this yesterday. So yesterday I told you this is how to plan a letter. And yesterday we looked at this letter. What did we do at the end of the class? Rima, Dr. Khalif, what did we do at the end of the class yesterday? We are reviewing here, so maybe you can tell me. What did we do at the end?
Planning.
We produced a plan. I'm just reviewing. I want everyone to sort of remember what we said. Maria, do you remember how many paragraphs we agreed on yesterday? Michelle, do you remember how many paragraphs? Mohammed Yaqub? Was it?
One paragraph.
Yeah, thank you, Jasmine. So those 3 people, where are you guys? You know what's going to happen now. I'm going to have to delay the class. Please let me know in the chat if you can't talk. Let me check the chat. Okay, so Mohammed said yes. Michelle? Go on, Michelle. We're waiting. Okay, guys, this is why I normally do my slide, you see? So just to remind you all again.
Sorry, sir.
It's okay. If you can't talk, tell us at the
No, I can't.
It's okay.
No, I can't.
No, I want to repeat to everyone, okay? This is not a general English class. We're not here to have fun, really. We're trying to pass OET. Some very serious students in this class will answer me like that. They don't delay. Please, everyone, if I say your name, please respond or tell me in the chat box. Okay, don't delay the class because you're wasting, it's not my time you're wasting. I'm not doing the OET test. These people are doing the test, okay? So please, when I say your name, try to respond, guys, all right? So yesterday, we produced a plan. Here is the plan we produced, okay? Now, can I speak to, hopefully we'll get a response. So Jasmine and Joy, can you say hello?
Yes, yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello, thank you, thank you. Now, what did we do for homework? What did I say to write for homework?
Introduction.
You asked us to write the introduction.
Now, the way we teach writing is really like, you do it, right? I didn't tell you how to do this. You guys are doctors, high level of writing. I didn't tell you how. I just said, go and write this introduction. But there is one thing that must be in this introduction. What is it, everyone? Maxime.
Further management.
We've got to have this, right? And the reason is, Maxime, what's the reason that we need to have this? Hasina, Michelle?
Yeah,
Because
the
this is the
purpose of
immediate purpose.
This is the purpose, okay? And why do we need the purpose? Because OET say the purpose.
Because we want to get three, its purpose.
Exactly. And they say, Maxime, the purpose of the letter should be immediately apparent in your letter, okay? So that's it. I didn't really give you any advice or I didn't teach you anything. Did anyone have any problems writing? Now is a good time for questions. Anyone have any difficulties, should I do the diagnosis? Should I do the symptoms here? Farouk, go on.
Yeah, just regards the dosage of medicine.
Okay. Well, we can discuss this today. It's a very good question, Farouk. Do we need dosages here? Okay. I think probably yes. All right. But we can discuss it later. All right. And what about introductions? Did anyone have any difficulties with introductions? I've been teaching OET many years now. I can probably answer most questions. Hamza?
Hello, sir. Is it necessary to mention the discharge? It's a discharge letter, yeah? Is it necessary to write it in the introduction paragraph?
Great question, Hamza. I think yes, okay. If you look at the OET documentation, they do say that part of the purpose can be letter type, okay? Part of purpose can be sometimes letter type. So yeah, I think it would be a good idea to say he is due to be discharged, all right? Most important is this, but yeah, you could put discharge in as well. And if you watch the videos on our website, that's how I teach, if you watch the video with me, okay? So yes. Any other quick questions?
Alan, if you put it in the request paragraph, what do you think it's
yeah, it's not as important. I think probably it will be okay if you put here. Obviously, it's in discharge as well. I can show you the documentation where they mention this, Najibullah. It's not that clear, but they do. Let me put it this way. OET seem to suggest in their writing guide that letter type might be good in the intro. Okay? So that's it. We don't know 100%, but it's a very, very good question, Hamza. Shall we look at your work? Let's look at some paragraphs. As I was saying at the start, this class is very high level, really, really good writing. Hardly any real serious errors from the ones I looked at. Let's have a look at the first one. And I want to get specific people to find the errors in these, okay? So can we start with Norzad? He's a really good writer. Adnan, can you guys say hello?
Yeah, big hello.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, so you two, I'm going to show you this and I'll read it. When I stop, you two tell me what's wrong, please, okay? So firstly, Norzad, Adnan, is this correct layout here? You see any errors?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
so February. I think it is okay.
Yeah, I think these guys are right. Does anyone see any problems here? I don't see any problems with this.
And there is no postcode this thing, but it's in the not in the letter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Adnan and Norzad again. I'm writing regarding your patient, Mr. John Aloysius, who recently diagnosed with. Okay. who was recently diagnosed with pulmonary tuberculosis at our hospital.
Yeah, there is some mistake. I'm writing regarding your patient. Shall I talk?
Yes, Nozad, what do you think
Yeah.
might be here?
Yeah, the first thing, the patient is a problem. You should not mention patient here.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
it said I'm writing regarding Mr. Johnson after Mr. John. Then it should be comma, like relative clause.
Now,
which is okay. But after patient, this comma is not necessary. That comma.
So let's discuss this, guys.
And the patient also.
In general, what Nozad is saying, in general, OET say you should not use the patient.
Yes.
And the reason is they say, and the GMC also say that this is bad language, not caring language, unfeeling language.
And also,
however, Nozad, in this case, we do have the name immediately after. So I'm not sure in this situation if it's so bad. You know what I mean? The name is there.
Yeah, but to mention patient, it's less respectful, Alan. It's yeah, and we have to write it in a very formal way. So patient not accepted or little bit. It's show that you are just dealing with patient, not with the human beings.
So for me, this is where, guys, we don't know. We don't know. If you want to be safe, like Adnan and Nozad, you could just say like that. Okay?
Yes.
For me, it's not a problem because the name is next to. I think it might be okay. It doesn't sound disrespectful, and but this is an exception to the rule. The rule.
But it is mentioned in the case notes, your patient.
Yeah, well, case notes, they will say patient, Farid. They will say patient here. But in general, we don't say patient. We use the name. Okay. Let's just say today, let's go with Adnan and Nozad, and let's be safe. Okay. So we're not patient. Let's continue though. He is being discharged today.
But you are care for further. I mean, here he is being discharged today. It is okay grammatically, but back to your care for further. Back to you are. It means that again is returning the patient to the same doctor. I think it's not the same case. It is to send to the other doctor, not GP. It means the patient is not in the first, is referred to this emergency hospital by that doctor. Back to mean, it means is referring to the doctor.
I'm not sure. What do you think, guys? Everyone, is this the same as from previously? I think so.
I think it is because he's a regular doctor.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, regular means regular, right?
So
I think that's okay. However, Nozad, I think maybe back slightly doesn't sound the most natural way. Normally, we use a different preposition.
Into.
Thank you.
Into your. Yeah.
It doesn't matter so much, but I think that sounds a little bit better. Okay, look. We have a nice introduction paragraph. This is how it should be, really. Okay. Who wrote this one? Was it Dr. Saki? Guys, I think
this is mine.
Now he's
just to comment this one thing. If you give me just
please.
Regarding your patient, actually, this is yes. My colleague comments on that. That is true. We should not mention patients, but that is in the case note, and that was like Q there. This is the patient, the doctor's regular patient, and he was referred to the emergency, and you want to send him back, discharge back to the same doctor. So I don't think that will be a big issue to mention your patient, because this was the patient of this doctor.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
And actually, one thing to mention here is actually, Dr. Saki, you might gain some marks because you are showing what's called reader awareness. And this is in the OET criteria. What does that mean, Dr. Saki, reader awareness?
Yeah, make him aware.
Attention.
Attention or
No, it means like, guys, it means like you are showing that you know who you are writing to.
Yeah.
You know who you are writing to. So it's not a big deal, guys. We don't need to talk about it. If you're not sure, delete. If you want to do it, maybe you can score higher. It's not going to change many things, okay? Khaled.
Yeah, I'm just asking that in this paragraph, what if we put like, I'm writing regarding Mr. John Alvis, who has been recently treated for pulmonary tuberculosis, and he's being discharged today into your care for further management and advice. What if we say like, who has been treated for pulmonary?
You can, yeah. Who has been recently treated? Yeah. So is that what you wrote, Khaled? Did you do the homework?
Yeah, I just wrote like this. Yeah.
Yeah, you can use some present perfect here as well. Okay.
Now, what about names here? Names here, John, Elysius. Should we mention John here?
Yeah, these are small things, guys, but sometimes
not important, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, you don't need. You're right, Farouk. You're right. You don't need it. Why do it? It's here. You've got the name, right? So, but again, it's just a small thing. Let's look at something else now. So this one, very, very good. Dr. Saki, brilliant writer. I think he passed. You passed your writing, didn't you, sir, last time? I'm not surprised. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Again, let's take different people now. Let's have who's not spoken? Jasmine, please. Can you say hello? Or Asya?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Is this correct? This?
No, because there is no date of birth.
Ah, well, date of birth here. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
But don't know. Sometimes students will do it like this, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I think we can change each other.
Both of them are fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with this, guys. If you want to put the date at the start, OET say this is okay as well. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you two, tell me about sentence one then. Let's look at sentence one together. Same people, okay? I'm writing regarding Mr. Aloysius, who was diagnosed with pulmonary tuberculosis. Yes or no?
No, we should whole name, I think. We should use whole name.
Oh, but
for the first time, maybe it's...
But Farouk just said we don't need it, right? We just said we don't. I don't think it really matters. Guys, it doesn't matter. It's a small thing. It's a small thing. Is this
okay? I think okay. The first sentence.
Thank you, Jasmine. So what about this? He is being referred to you for advice on further management. Okay. Is it advice?
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, treatment update, like what's being treated.
Advising on.
But so you were advising him on further management. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
We have to be careful here, right? We cannot make a mistake with the purpose. I think it's okay. Okay. All right. So you can just say further management or you can say advice. I think it's fine. Okay, so this is fine. Does anyone see any errors here? Maybe I missed something.
Yes, I think refer is refer is I think not good. He's being discharged today. I think discharged.
Yeah. Now, very good point. This word refer, it has a very general meaning. What does it mean to refer? Anyone?
Refer mean like, for example, someone like GP refer, for example, to other specialist or someone. While this is
to
from
send them for for purpose.
It doesn't always mean specialist, Khalid. Like I can say, I refer you to Paul. Is Paul a medical specialist?
No.
No.
Right. It just means give.
Like pass on.
Yeah. Who said that?
Me, Michelle.
Michelle, pass on or give to. Yeah. Okay. So it's not really an error. However, Khalid, let's say discharge because it's more specific, right? Why be so general? Let's be specific. This is a discharge, but it's not to you, is it now? It would be into your guys, into your
care.
Because he's not going to live with the doctor, right? So he's not discharged to. It would be into your care. Okay, Khalid, very nice comment there, sir. Let's have a look at another one, guys. I don't want to take any more questions. We'll just look at this one. Again, let's have some different people. Maybe Maxime, please, or if we could have Maria. Can you say hello, Maria?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello,
Yes,
Maxim.
hello.
Yeah. Okay, so again, is this right or wrong?
Generally
I
right,
think
but I would put a little space between address and date.
Yes, I agree with that. Do you agree with that, Maria? Normally
yes,
there's-
yes, yes. I would like to say same.
And by the way, should we put the date of birth another line, or it's okay to be at the same line with the?
Yeah, again, I think it doesn't matter. I've seen people do this sometimes. For me, I just do that. I think that's my. But again, this is just different opinions. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's have a look at this now, Maxime. So Maxime, let's have a look at this sentence here, and Carolina as well. Maxime, Carolina, and Maria. I'm writing to refer Mr. John Aloysius, who experienced signs and symptoms suggestive of pulmonary tuberculosis. What's wrong?
Again, the word refer.
No, it's okay. As I said, it's not wrong.
Okay.
Just
Not confirmed diagnosis is.
Yeah, we have the diagnosis.
Yeah, Carolina, go on. So, is it confirmed or not?
Yeah, we have a final diagnosis, so I think we should say this in different way.
So, how would you say it, Carolina? Who has been?
Who has been diagnosed with?
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there another way?
I have another question.
Go on, Carolina.
Family doctor Christine Hodges, family doctor, we can say that in the
you mean like in brackets?
second line? No, the second line.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I was looking at this and I didn't really see. This is not the way we would normally do it. Yeah, that's strange. Should we delete it, Carolina?
Yeah, I think so.
100%, 100%. That's not right. It doesn't sound professional to say it like that.
I have a question.
Ahmad, go on, sir.
Yes, thank you. Will it be possible to just say he has been treated or who has been diagnosed?
You could also say treated. You could also say treated. So we could say who has been.
I think treatment is a bit more specific.
Okay, what preposition now?
Treated for.
Okay, so treated with, treated for. Sorry, diagnosed with, treated for. Yeah, it's okay.
Alan, if we use treated, why we are sending this patient to management? Of course, the test is negative, but still he is under treatment, you know? When we say has been treated for pulmonary tuberculosis, it means for why we need further management here.
I don't know. The reader will understand that some treatment has been done, but there's further.
I think. Can I say?
The diagnosis is better than I think. I don't know.
So that's okay. Now, Maxime, we're very patient. Go on, Maxime. One last question, and we'll move on.
Just a little language issue. Should we? Can we say that we experience in signs? It sounds incorrect to me.
To experience signs? No, I think it's okay. That's what a native speaker would say, to experience signs and symptoms. I know that maybe you're a doctor, and what is a sign for a doctor? What does that mean?
Like a feature.
Doctor
like
elicits
something
sign.
we can see.
Why the patient presents with the symptom.
I think for non-natives, for non-medical professionals, it will be okay. This is like it sounds natural. But I suppose if you're saying that this cannot be experienced, if you're worried about that, you could just say that.
Okay, thanks.
These are very small things. I understand saying that a sign. You see, a sign for a doctor means something very specific, but for normal people, it doesn't, I suppose. Go on, Najibullah.
Yes, in the present perfect tense, we say who has been diagnosed with pulmonary tuberculosis. It means it's continued up to now.
No, no.
Because in this sentence, it was who has been diagnosed with
very quickly. Okay, so remember, present perfect has
time is not mentioned.
Three main meanings, right? It can be it can be finished, but with consequences in present. Najibullah. It can be unfinished, so continuing to now. It can also be repeated actions in the past that may continue. Okay, so in this case, this is a finished action. Okay, and diagnosed is a finished action. It's just consequences in the present. Okay.
So who was diagnosed? I think what simple tense is okay.
You can
Or
use that one as well. You can use that one as well. What is incorrect, Najibul, is if you say this, since, I don't know, whatever it is, 6 days ago, since 6 days. If I say since the 1st, right? That's wrong. Why is that wrong, guys?
It was unfinished
Since
action.
the 1st of
Because
February.
when you add that in, you change the meaning to number 2, and now it's wrong. Okay? But when you don't say a timestamp, it's a finished action that has consequences. Consequences are, we have the situation now. Okay?
How about the past perfect?
Go on, sir. Yeah.
Past perfect, who had been diagnosed, if you use past perfect?
No, because remember, past perfect is 2 actions in the past. One is before the other. Okay.
Yes.
So, and we'll review this tense again in the future. Okay, this is not too bad.
I'm a little confused with this. Because the diagnosis, that means continue up to now.
So
Finish action.
Yeah, Najibullah, you're not understanding me. What does that say?
It's finished, but the consequence is present. Means
So is it continuing to now?
Yeah.
No. No.
No. The effect is up to now, but the action is finished.
Result.
Najibullah, let me give you an example. I have closed the window. Is it continuing up to now? The action?
No, it's finished and closed, yeah.
The action of closing is finished. The consequence of closing is continuing to now, right? It's still true that the window is closed.
Okay, thank you.
That's the idea. Okay, let's move on to this one. I'm rushing because, look, introduction paragraphs, are they the most important paragraphs you'll write in OET? Not really, okay? You just think, if you want to see a good example, Dr. Saki's, that's a good example here, all right? Simple, clear, don't spend a long time on it.
Here is
Writing is my
Ah, is it yours, sir? Okay, well,
yeah,
nice as well. A lot of good writers in this class. Okay, last one. Is there any errors here? Michelle, Nozad, Khalid.
Hi.
Mistakes here?
I think date of birth.
Comma, there is commas. Has been this.
Here, comma. You can
after,
do that.
after the name.
It's okay.
No, after the name. Relative clause after the name. Who has been?
No, I'm just looking here, Nozad, just here.
Okay.
Michelle, anything?
I don't think.
Usually, Michelle, these days, we don't put the dot, I suppose.
Okay.
But that, again, it's not important, really.
Ellen?
Go on, Khalid?
Yeah, there's a mistake in the downside, I see. I am writing regarding Mr. who has been diagnosed.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to this then. So Khalid and Nozad, I think, did you see here?
Yes.
What's the error?
Yeah,
We
here
need a
there
comma.
should be a comma after name.
Relative clause.
And we should
Sorry to
has been
people. We'll have Michelle, we'll have Nozad, we'll have Khalid. So Michelle, go on. What's your comment?
I know that we should use the comma before the word who because it's a relative clause and we are using it for a person.
Yeah, and it's a non-defining relative clause.
Correct.
Right? So remember, guys, we studied that. This is not choosing. This is not telling me which one. This is not telling me which one. Remember? If you had two, if there was 2 Mr. Aloysiuses, and you wanted to tell me, oh, it's this one, then you might do a defining relative clause, right? But this is non-defining. Okay, so who has been diagnosed with pulmonary tuberculosis and has been, oh, this is interesting, and has been discharged home today under treatment for further management in the community?
It's wrong, I think.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so Khalid, why is it wrong in your opinion? Let's listen to Khalid, then Norzad, and then anyone else as well.
Yeah.
Khalid, why is this wrong in your opinion, sir?
The reason first is he's not being discharged into a home, he's being discharged into the care of a doctor. One, because if he's in the home, so the nurse or someone else is taking the care of this person, first thing. And then he's not the management in the community and treatment for further management in the community. So he's not in the community, he's in a specific clinic. So communities are, I think, the separate thing. So we are making the things confused. Like,
Yeah, I think you're right about this one. When you say home, this is not home is just his house.
yeah.
So that's not wrong. If you said our home, Khalid.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what does that mean, guys? Our home. Everyone.
Yeah.
Separate building.
No, care home.
Yeah.
Right? But if we say home, now that just means he's going to his house.
Okay.
That's very interesting, that one small letter. I think Khalid is right about this. Is it going to be management in the community? That sounds to me like some nurses will come to his house. You know what I mean?
And also there is
so I think
after
maybe
treatment should be a comma, I think.
let's delete this like Khalid said, and then Norzad after treatment, comma.
After treatment there should be a comma, I think.
Here.
Yes, yeah.
It's optional. It's not actually necessary here. You can if you want. Okay. Anyone else questions? So we've had.
Alan, sorry, they mentioned, has been discharged. What it means here? It means he is already discharged home. He is at home because he is in a care, not home now. We just scheduled to be discharged now.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like it's unclear if that has happened yet. Is that what you mean? Okay.
We cannot use present perfect because today is a time expression. We should use past tense.
And has been discharged home.
And being scheduled.
Well, so there's a lot of opinions going here. And wait a sec. You can use present perfect with today. Today I have eaten a sandwich. Today I have.
It's not finished today. It's not finished yet.
Right? So that's not a problem. Maybe there's this problem with the tense, but that's we don't actually know whether it's been done yet. So it's not wrong, 100% wrong, but it might be wrong. Anyone else? Put your hand up.
Comma before end.
Fareed.
Comma before end.
Now, this is very interesting, Fareed. Now, for me, I say no comma because there is no.
Yeah, it's listing.
There's no listing.
Okay. So if we say here, right, now I need a comma because it's subject and verb, Fareed. If there's no subject, I say no comma. It's the same guy. Okay. It's a tricky one. Now, I'm going to stop this because, look, as I said before, this is not the most important thing in your test. You can watch videos on our website for how to write an introduction paragraph. We even have some worksheets as well on the website. What is going to be much more challenging, of course, is right. This is where we will face many difficulties. There's no clear way to do it. You cannot do it the same way every time, okay? So can I show you an example of one that I wrote and you guys can tell me what is wrong with mine? What do you guys think?
Yes.
I didn't spend a lot of time. I did it in like 2 minutes, so it's probably very bad. But it's just an example, okay? So here is Alan's very quick paragraph 2 timeline. Let's just take 60 seconds. Read this, please, and tell me, can it be better? Did I make a mistake? I think I made some mistakes. Probably spell his name wrong. Okay, just a bit of time. And then let's ask some different people. Dr. Joy, could you say hello?
Hello.
Do you see any big errors here or any problems or anything?
the dosage of these drugs, I don't know if it's important to
Yeah,
add.
now this is what Farouk was saying. I think, guys, what do you think? I think we need the dosages. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I would do
This
it.
medication as their fixed doses, you know, we just
Mhm.
it's like pack come to give for tuberculosis.
Yeah,
Think
as
about
it
this.
is a current medication, so we need the dosage.
It's in the discharge plan, right? It's
Yeah.
in the discharge plan. So maybe this person should know the details. What do you think, guys? I think yes.
Yeah,
Go on, Najibullah.
in this chart plan, Anand, there's a lot of things, so I'm a little confused with that because it's for the nursing as well, and the blood test. Who will do the blood test?
Yeah.
Who will...
We can talk about that tomorrow because we'll write the discharge. But I think, Najibullah, do you agree we should put the dosages in here, like this dosage?
Yeah, I'm agree because
Okay, I'm going to start in the usual way. Sorry about the noise, guys. Sorry, my mistake. So does everyone agree dosages in here? Like it's very simple, just like this.
yeah, yes, I think the dose is important.
Do we need the route?
No, no.
Probably the doctor's not going to care about that. What do you guys think? The
We
way?
don't need the route because
No.
everyone knows
so
it.
we can save some time. So put in the drugs, but put in the dosages here. Okay, so plus dosage.
Yeah.
Why
There's
have
only one point, sir. Aforementioned condition, when we use that, we already mentioned this one in the other paragraph, sir.
Now, guys, I wrote this because I noticed that many of you are saying the condition here, right?
But not all of them, sir.
So if we're saying the condition,
okay.
Look at this, guys. If this is my introduction, just an example, all right? Let's say this is my introduction. I say pulmonary tuberculosis here. Should I repeat it again?
No.
Yeah, good way.
no.
Yeah, thank you. Information.
It would be a
Okay.
bit stupid, right? It sounds
Yeah,
stupid.
thank you.
So if you're going to put the diagnosis here, then you can say aforementioned condition. Khalid, what does it mean, aforementioned?
Aforementioned mean mentioned previously or already.
Yeah. Now let's say, for example, Khalid, here you said who experienced a fever, headache, blah, blah, blah. Right? And I'm not mentioning the diagnosis. Now, what should I do here?
Suggestive of the sign and symptoms.
Right? So, guys, if you say the diagnosis in your introduction, then don't repeat it in your timeline. Yeah. If you give the symptoms here, then you can put the diagnosis here. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Just don't repeat yourself. Repeating it sounds childlike and low level English.
Ellen,
yes.
Can we put after aforementioned, as a result, respiratory isolation was implemented? That is a very good phrase, I think.
Well, I think my paragraph's not very good, Khalid. We should be saying as a result. That's good language. As a result, due to is good language. Nozad, you've been very patient, so do you see any things wrong with this?
As well as I didn't diagnose. It was and not really.
Well, as a result, we could put in due to. Anyone else? What's good language here? What could we say? Subsequently is good, right?
Yeah.
Therefore.
Consequently is nice.
Consequently, we can.
Therefore.
Therefore is good. I think some people say you should not use this, but for me it's
Thus.
Additionally.
However.
Not thus.
Thus.
No, because that is academic language. Okay, so no thus, no moreover. Don't say moreover. This is like IELTS language. Okay. What else?
Additionally.
Maybe additionally is good. Yeah, additionally.
Additionally, if you do something in addition to
Despite
that.
of.
And in addition.
Contrast language is always very nice. Despite.
In spite of.
In or in spite of, right? We could say although. So this is a very
Why
boring.
contrast language? Why? I think there's nothing
Yeah,
contrast here.
only if you can find, only if you have an opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, only
Okay.
if it's possible. Nozad, you're right. I'm just saying we can make this better by using little phrases.
Okay.
Okay. Is everyone okay to write this? Does anyone have any doubts about writing paragraph? Maxime, go on, sir.
Maybe a silly question, but if it's a discharge letter, so the reader is not asked to monitor medications, so would it be really penalized if we don't put dosages in the letter?
I think he is asked here, right? Is it? Let's check. For me, he is. They are being monitored, aren't they? Monitor medication compliance, number 4, right? But it's a good question, Maxime. Let's imagine that they are not monitoring medication. Do we need to put dosages? I think the answer is no. But Maxime, if you put them in, it's not a big problem, really. Okay, you might lose a little bit on your conciseness score. Does that make sense? But
yes, okay.
only a small amount. Does everyone know what I mean by conciseness?
Yeah.
So OET have a criteria, right? The criteria looks like this, guys. I think this is the one. Can everyone see this here?
Yeah.
So Maxime, if you're giving me dosages when you don't need to, maybe I won't score you 7. Okay, Maxime? Get the idea?
Yeah, I got it.
But you'd have to do you'd have to do many bad things to get down to 5 or 4, right? Does everyone know the passing score? What is the passing score for doctors here? What do we need?
50,
I think, and
50.
yeah.
All
24?
5s. Yeah. Ideally 3 as well, really. You need a 3 here. Okay. All right, so that's it. This is your homework. Please write your paragraph. You can look at my example on the video, but I'm going to delete this now. You must write it. Okay, and you're going to email it to me. What's my email address, guys? So simple, right? So Alan at SET. And can I just say, just to finish?
Alan, have a small question.
Yeah, just to finish. Guys, if you want to contact me for any reason, if you have doubts or questions, right, you are students of this school, you're welcome to ask questions or say anything. If I can help, I will try to help. Okay, so here's my email. Go on, Nozad, last one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a question just regarding introduction. In the paragraph, just I put very short and concise that for example, I'm writing regarding Mr. Jones, who has signs and symptoms suggest of pulmonary tuberculosis. He now requires further management and advice. I intentionally didn't put he was diagnosed with tuberculosis and he has been discharged. I intentionally didn't put because I will mention this diagnosis in the timeline that through the test or differences I will be diagnosed, and also the discharge plan also I will put it later, maybe in the timeline, or maybe in to expand it in the request. That's why is it okay if I don't mention was diagnosed in the introduction, and also I didn't mention discharge plan? Is it okay, or is it necessary to put both discharge and diagnosis?
I think that is okay with the diagnosis. It's your choice. But with discharge, I think it's better just put the word discharge in your introduction, because guys, I'll show you tomorrow. I'll find the documentation. I'll show you what OET say about this.
Alan, just double check. We need to introduce the paragraph.
Go on, Irina.
Sorry,
sorry. That's better.
Yeah. So the 1st of February and the 3rd of February, all the information must be in one paragraph, yeah?
I've decided to do that because actually I was thinking about what Farouk said. She said we can summarize this. And it was easy. You saw it was easy to put it into one paragraph. So I think, yeah. And especially, think about this. The discharge plan is very detailed and it's going to be very difficult. So I think we should focus on that. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
way more important than these things which are now finished. Okay. All right, so guys, write this, send it to me. Everyone, if you didn't see your work today, don't worry. I will be grading it as soon as I can. I'll try and get it done today. I'll give you all personal feedback for this. Every single person who sends me a paragraph will get some feedback. Sometimes it's on the email, not on the document. Okay. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Alan.
Very soon.
Thank you.
Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
You too, thank you.
Thank you.